Hello there, friends. Welcome back to Hometown. I think I might finally have it. Maybe. Hopefully. Pretty much we've been on the, I want to say the hunt or the search, but those are both the wrong words. We've been on a mission since the very beginning to make Hometown perfect. I've only ever done this once in Animal Crossing GameCube. I'd love to say that I've done it again. And I've been on a mission, and let me tell you, this mission involved a spreadsheet. And if you know me, you know I love a good spreadsheet. I spent the better part of the last hour mapping out Hometown on a spreadsheet, keeping note of how many trees were in each acre. And I think we might be able to get it today. I think we might have it. Hopefully, maybe. I just want to give a shout out. I'm going to make sure I try to link this down below as well, but I found a different guide than the one I was following last time. Written back in the grand old year of 2003 by someone named Archon Basic. And the way that they've laid things out, in particular counting trees, made such a difference for me. It is absolutely night and day. I definitely understand what tree is in what acre now, because before I was a little bit hazy, I was a little bit unsure. And they also laid out the point system very, very easily, and also very much cleared up how special acres work. So let's go over that, shall we? So let me find an example, and hopefully I don't make a butt of myself and, you know, we don't end up getting it and then I sound like I know it all and it's a whole thing. Okay, so acres. I think we went over this last time, but there are special acres and normal acres. So generally the normal acres are ones without things in them. Generic villager houses are fine. These are all normal acres. Special acres are ones that have particularly big items in them. So the lake down here, that's a special acre. The well is a special acre. The house acre for the players. Train station, museum, and then the entirety of acre F. F1 through 5 is apparently special. And I was under the impression that these acres didn't count. Oh, they count. In fact, they are going to contribute, hopefully, to the bulk of our score. The normal acres include the police station, Nook store, the dump, the post office, and the remaining, like, you know, empty regular acres. So, the point system. And again, straight from this guide, this is all just me regurgitating information back at you, but I feel like if I was confused on this, there's probably going to be plenty of other people, especially when this game, and I'm keeping my fingers crossed here, especially when it comes to GameCube Virtual Console on the Switch too. I'm like putting that out into the world repeatedly, hoping that it's going to happen sooner than later. But yeah, okay, so the post office is a regular acre. We're gonna need to get... I was aiming for 9 trees. Apparently you actually want 12 to 14. And someone in the comments tipped me off to this as well. I appreciate that, by the way. Also, shout out to the people who noticed the diagonal tree. I got rid of that one. Thank you so very much for that. Apparently if you have 9 to 12 in a normal acre, you're not going to get any points for that acre. If you have 12 to 14, you get a point. But if you have anything more than 14, so 15, 16, you get nothing. So it's really a balancing act. So in order to count trees, this made such a difference for me. If you can go up to a tree and shake it from 2 different sides, so you have, let's use this one, the front of the tree, the sides, and then the back. If I can shake it from 2 different sides while I'm still in an acre, so let's say from the side and from the back, this tree counts. Oh my goodness, it's so clear and I get it. No more guessing. So in this acre we have 1, 2. That one doesn't count because I can't reach it. 3. I can reach 2 different sides of this one, so that counts. 4, 5. 2 different sides. 7. Oh wait. Have I miscounted? Bear with. Bear with, I swear, I counted. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It was 6, not 7. 7, 8, 9, 10. So this acre is wrong. We need up to 12. And that's just an example, right? Let's go next door, acre A2. Assuming I counted this right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. These rack up a lot. 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. 2 sides right there. 12. And yes, so this one's 12. This acre, the dump, perfect. Awesome. Apparently. So I went through and I did that for every single acre. I'm gonna try to post the little spreadsheet I made somewhere on screen here. And as you can see, there's a lot more red than there is green. Any acre marked with like a number and then bracketed numbers. The initial number is how many trees we actually have in the acre. The brackets are what we want to aim for. And an S is just normal or special. So I hope that makes sense. It made sense to me, but you know, to each their own, right? So what we want to do here is we actually want to focus on those special acres, the ones that I was saying last time, according to a different guide, didn't count. No, they count, and they're actually how you get the bulk of your points here. So special acres, if you have 9 to 11 trees in a special acre, you get a point. So that's already less than the regular acres, which is awesome. If you have 12 to 14 trees, you get 2 points. So you can see those kind of add up very quickly. 15 to 17, you get 1 point. So again, if you can really stuff an acre, go for it. But, you know, you might want to whittle it down a bit. And then anything over 18 is 0. So, looking at my bottom acre here, we have 1, 2, 3. This counts as 4 because I can hit it from 2 sides. 5. I cannot hit that tree, so that tree does not count. So in this acre, I was counting 10. I was counting 10. If I can bump that up to 12, we're gonna get 2 points. The question is, can I fit in that many things in this acre? It's kind of the problem. It's finding room and having them actually grow. If I'm counting right, by the way, to get Perfect Town, you need 14 points. We have 10. If I'm counting it right. So how am I gonna work this? It's pretty much literally just like a juggling act. No, that's a bad spot. I don't think this will grow, but again, we're gonna try. We're just gonna try. We're gonna see. Okay, so that theoretically put us up to 11, which is not enough for the double bonus. I'm curious if I just put these 2 here, that would add on additional 2 points, if these actually grow properly. Which would be 12 out of 14. So I just need to plant potentially a few more. Again, we're kind of sciencing. Also, I need to do some weeding. I haven't done that in a few days. That might also take off my score just a smidge, I think. Just grab some more fruit. This current acre we're in, I counted 8. If I can bump it up 1 more, we'll get an additional point. So, oh, see, that technically wouldn't be in the acre, though. Again, this is like really, really tight in here. I just feel like I have a really awkward town, unfortunately. Let's see if that works. That might bump us up to 13. I'm gonna keep moving. This acre was probably the worst. I had 6. So I could add on a few there, possibly. See if there's any room here. I feel like I'm kind of making decent use of our space. go. So that would be 7. And again, I can't go too close to the house here either. It won't let me. That would be 8. And this is kind of what the guide said to do, really, was just go through and focus on the specialty acres, which is so different. This is not gonna happen. It's so different than the traditional guide I've always read. And that's what makes me hope it's gonna work. Because I feel like it's always been a struggle. This is the final acre in F. This one had 6 again. And as you can see, there's like some room. Wow. Wow, I see how it is. Maybe if I can be kind of cheeky and plant something right there. This is again a little cheeky, but we'll see. I still think these look like green olives. I really cannot unsee that. There we go. Alright, can I have some more fruit, please? Also, I just want to say a big sorry. I got in the groove of recording episodes for Hometown over the last month, and then conveniently forgetting to upload them. Like, I was so convinced they were already up and you guys had already seen them. So I kind of had to do a big batch upload all at once. But we should be back on track now. Okay. So that was 2 additional, I think. I might try to be cheeky and put one there. I don't know if it'll work, but we'll try, because that would put us up to 9. Which would be, yet again, an additional point. So, here's the other thing. I might be able to hit Perfect Town today, but whether or not I keep it is another story. Mainly because the Wishing Well will see these little saplings and he'll be like, oh yeah, sure, that looks good. But then when they don't grow up, it doesn't count them, from what I've understood. Let's see. I'm gonna guess we probably don't have it yet. Yeah, okay. Certainly satisfactory level. So I had 1 acre. It was D... Is that D4? D4, I could plant 1 more tree to get up to 12, and that would also give us another point. This one. You can kind of see why I've had trouble with this spot. There we go, that might work. But yeah, no, it's really funny how just a couple years of the game being out and people working on it really changed the understanding of how Perfect Town works. And I'm sure people have probably data mined and stuff and figured out even more. But just from what I was reading, this seems to be the way we're gonna go about things. I'm gonna assume that is actually gonna grow just fine. It seems like a pretty good bet. And of course I can't forget, I actually do have over here this. I can walk around it, I'm assuming it's fine? I don't know. Okay, so that put us up to hopefully 12 or 13 on that one. D2. Am I really that close on the museum? Wait, if I can add 1 more to the museum, that's gonna give us a lot of points. I'm at 11 on this one, am I really? 2. That one doesn't count. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Wow. Holy crap, yeah, I am. I think I've tried to plant trees in here before and it just has not worked for whatever reason. But I am going... You know what, actually? Most of my space. Try again. There we go. Because again, I would be able to touch both sides of this tree. Yeah, let's go see. Let's go see what he thinks. You're being really, really finicky, aren't you? Oh, you little... You know what, Chevra, that's a mood. That's a big old mood, girl. Let it out. Let it out. I'm mad, too. So... C and D3 are good. Let's see, what other acres are pretty easy? C2 could use a few more. I guess the good thing as well is this just kind of spreads all my fruit around my town as well. Mainly it's peaches, but you know, who's gonna complain about that? I love a good peach. Unless it's weeds. Oh, I wonder if the weeds are causing problems. I might quickly run around and do some weeding in a second and just see. It just dawned on me I haven't really done anything like that today. I don't know if it'll let me plant that so close to a villager house, but let's see. So that's gonna put us up to potentially 11. That spot's awkward. This spot is kind of in the way, but we'll try it. You know what? One over. Just to give that ramp a little bit of extra space. So potentially 12? And again, that's kind of as far as I go. Alright, I'm gonna go talk to him one more time. And then I'm gonna run around and do some weeding, because maybe that is the problem. Look at that. There you go. Everything is perfect. Hometown is a very livable place. For now. That's always the like, little asterisk there. For now. Just, you know, don't get too attached. I think what I'll do over the next few days is I'll sign on, like tomorrow, for example, see which trees grew, see which trees didn't, and try to, you know, keep up that perfect town rating, because if I can keep it and then hold it for 15 days, I think, normally, we're gonna unlock something, just like in other Animal Crossing games. There is something in this guide I've been following that does mention how to really quickly get the reward without having to, like, you know, make sure your town's good for 15 days. I'm not gonna do it. It's there if you want it. Again, links down below for sure. But I kind of want to just do this the proper way, you know what I mean? I feel like I owe this game that much. So, yeah, that feels good, finally. Go ahead and get rid of these. Oh, Red is gonna be here on the 26th at 6 p.m. I don't really want to time travel right now. It's currently the 25th. I'll try to go on tomorrow night. Hopefully I remember. There we go. Let me see what we got here. What's our goodies? All ones I already have, obviously, but, you know. Money. Speaking of, we are pretty darn close to paying off our home loan. I think when I start proper bug hunting and fishing, especially with the fishing tourney coming up in June, that's when we're probably going to actually fully pay it off, because I'm going to be selling everything after. But yeah, fishing tourney in this game is interesting. I do know of a way to cheese it. I don't want to. Again, I adore this game and I want to play it the proper way, right? But maybe if we get to the last fishing tourney of the season, maybe it would be kind of fun to show off the cheese. Assuming I remember exactly how it works. we go. Okay. Nook, what do you got today, sir? You know, I know it had its uses, but I really didn't like in City Folk how he kept asking, like, every month. He was like, oh, hey, should I downgrade my store? And it's like, no, I earned this. Let me keep it. Alrighty, what do you got here? Things I already have. Oh, you know what? This is one of my favorite shirts. I know I already had it. Low-key also buying it because we need more May tickets. I definitely have not been doing as much shopping as I should have been. We'll get there, though. Oh, as for flowers, by the way, I can't remember if this guy goes into it. Let me quickly go through here. Oh yeah, here we go. Flowers don't give you any points, but they can cancel out weeds. So pretty much the flowers have to be in like the same acre as the weeds to cancel them out. Obviously I kind of just put them in very specific areas, so I'm gonna keep buying them, mind you, because I think they're really pretty and I don't have to water them, which is great. But yeah, no, I found that interesting because for obviously for newer Animal Crossing games, flowers do take into effect and they are a really big deal, but they're very, very different in this game. Also, while I'm thinking of it, question of the day, because I'm definitely not starving right now. What are you having for dinner tonight? What did you have for dinner if it's already past dinner time? What's your dinners look like? I think he might be having burritos. Potentially, maybe. There it is. There's 5 o'clock. Has anything else happened since I last recorded? I know we had Pudge move in. I don't know if he was here for the last recording. I know he was here when I did a stream. I did a live stream a week or two back now for a donathon. A weed right there. And he was here for that. I remember that much because I remember commenting like, oh, he moved into like a really nice spot. Because I was kind of filling in this area here with flowers and he's like, oh, hey, this looks great. I'm just going to move right into here. He, dare I say, has like one of the nicest houses now. Hey, how weird. What a coincidence, right? Spooky running into you like this. Hey, Crystal, have you read any good travel guides lately? No. That's poor, Crystal. You gotta occasionally read a travel guide or you fall behind the times. This is coming from someone who still lends out VHS tapes, my friend. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, like, it's not your fault. You're programmed from the late 1990s, but still. I gotta say it. Oh my goodness me. Oh, I forgot to sell stuff. Jeez. I was kind of considering putting these around villager houses here too. But then it dawned on me, they move out so easily, and then you just kind of have like an empty hole in the middle of some flowers and it looks really awkward. So I decided maybe we're not going to do that. But yeah, no, perfect town. That feels good. Assuming we actually get to keep it. I have a feeling some of those trees aren't going to grow properly. But it does exist. It is a thing you can do in this game. And I'm really excited to show you all the reward. I'm gonna have to try to keep track of dates here as well, so I don't talk to the wishing well without you all. But yeah, I think this is where I am gonna wrap up this episode. Our next one should be the final day of May for the end of May or end of month raffle. June we have the fishing tourneys like I mentioned, and I think there's also another event in June as well. Not looking at the calendar right now. But yeah, thank you all so very much for watching. Thank you for being patient with the uploads. If you want to leave a comment, tell me about your dinner plans or what you had for dinner. And also share this video around, give it a like, it does really help out as well. Have an awesome one, my friends, and hopefully I'll see you all next time.